Hello everyone, welcome back to Crown My Run and welcome back to the final of 3 races, 3 different perspectives of the Brighton and Hove 10k. And this time it's the turn of the Passion Prince. It's my older brother D Mills. Regular viewers will know he's been working his way back from injury, and 2 weeks ago he managed an 18 minutes 51 in the 5k. Putting that into the infamous V-Dot running calculator gives a race equivalent time of a 10k to a 39 minutes and 5 seconds. Of course, it's usually your speed endurance that takes longer to come back after injury, so this will be a tough test to get there, but D Mills has higher ambitions. He wants to see if he can go sub 39. Let's see how he went on.
Spectators, please make sure you're well out.
And we are underway. The pace that he needs to keep for this 10km race is 3 minutes and 54 per kilometre, which you can keep an eye out on the bottom left of your screen.
How much BO is that? That smells so much BO. I know. Get that in the video.
Apparently it was a very whiffy start to the race. The lads, that is Will Mills just behind my youngest brother, having a little discussion that it apparently absolutely reeks. I didn't get that myself. I was running over the right. You can just spot me at the moment, my blue cap just off screen to the right. So I'm not far ahead of Damo at the moment as I put in a little burst to get away from a few people over there. But it does look like D Mills has decided the best course of action to get away from these smelly runners is to speed up. So hopefully the smelly ones are a little bit further back, because 3:46 per kilometre, that's quite a bit quicker than the goal speed. How long can he keep this up for? 600 metres, and that's a lot more like it. 3:56 per kilometre. He's calmed it right down. Perhaps was a little bit of a sensory overload there that led to that spurt. And he's in a really nice place here, over on the left. There's plenty of room ahead of him, and he should be able to dictate his pace with ease. Being sensible didn't last too long, as the racing juices always come flowing out of D Mills. He's back at 3:50 per kilometre and making quick work of a few of these runners to his right. And here is the 1 kilometre marker, a 3 minute 50 seconds. He looks at his watch and realises he's been a slightly naughty boy, but it's not the end of the world. It's only 5 seconds quicker. If he can get towards that goal pace over the next kilometre, he will be fine, although that could be famous last words. But currently he is still making plenty of overtakes. Long may that continue. Turning right now, and it's just a big old straight line for 6 kilometres before we turn around and come back the whole way. I'm sure D Mills will have noted that White Top on our inside did just come past him with an illegal overtake there. Outrageous behaviour. Who would think of cutting that corner? But D Mills quickly strolls on back through, asserting his authority. Halfway through his 2nd kilometre, and it looks like Damo has found the perfect speed. 3:55, 3:54 per kilometre. And he's still feeling pretty good, I would assume, to be making these moves. Oh, I hope he's feeling this good at the end. As again, he's dipping into the low 350s. This is looking more like 38-30 territory, which would be simply outrageous from the Passion Prince. But we should have all learnt by now that D Mills just does things differently. And he looks like he might have found a really nice group to run with here. You've got the lady with the blue Kent top, this guy ahead in the red. They are motoring along, and is D Mills going to try and stay with them, or realise that pace is just a little bit too hot for him at the moment and ease back? But I don't think he knows what that means. And there he hits 2 kilometres, and it's a 3 minutes 53. As long as he's feeling all right, he's going to be chuffed with that. And it does look like the red top guy is the man he's trying to stick with. And can you please drop a like and subscribe for the Passion Prince doing what you guys love best? That is grinding it out no matter how much it hurts. And he's gone past red top. I reckon he's eyeing up blue Kent top 200 metres later. And I just know D Mills. Look, he's working his way up behind her into the 340s now. The crowd are cheering for him, and we're over a quarter of the way into the race now. Good evening, man wearing all black. How are you? Spurts through past D Mills. We do not enjoy anyone being overtaken here on Crown My Run, so D Mills will definitely have his eye on him. He better hope he can clear off into the distance, because D Mills will get him at the end if he doesn't. And he hasn't cleared off. He's made friends with blue Kent top. D Mills will be very happy about that, and will just be sat behind waiting for an opportunist moment to get his revenge. Man in black is wearing the Zoom Fly 6s there, which I very much do want to purchase myself. But no, you can't buy them, Judy. You've got 700 pairs of shoes. Sorry about that. It's Black Friday, though. There's the third kilometre at 3:52. He is exceeding all expectations currently. I thought he might be able to sneak a sub 39 with a final 1 kilometre of Mills doom, but he's tracking to obliterate a sub 39 towards the mid 38s. Could that be a possibility? And I believe that is a distinct possibility. There's the fourth kilometre, a 3 minute and 54 seconds. I am not 100% sure where... Oh, I can see Blue Top's actually quite a bit further up the road now. It'd be helpful if Damo would stop looking at his watch every 2 seconds. I love a look myself, but this is ridiculous. The man in black, not sure I can see him up there. Maybe D-Mills did take him, but the girl in blue's definitely put on a good surge to get that far ahead of Damo in the last kilometre, and he had been quite sensible not to go with it. Just before 5k, with some more heavy watch-looking, yellow Socrates comes through. D-Mills going to try and tuck in behind him, but it doesn't look like he's got enough to really stick with him. He has been going a lot quicker than he said he would for this first 5 kilometres. We may already be in the hold on for dear life phase of the race. But Yellow Socrates' quest for dominance against D-Mills doesn't last very long. Couple hundred metres, and I don't think it's because he's sped up massively. He's only going 3:56 per kilometre. That looks like a little bit of death from my friend. And he quickly makes another move and sets off after London landmarks. And what do we have here? Jumper around the waist, thinking he can overtake Damo. A brave, brave boy after what just happened. But at the turnaround, he has put a little bit of daylight between himself and Damo. Let's see if D-Mills responds. Although he has taken that corner so bloody terribly that Yellow Socrates has come back through. Genuinely, I think a London bus could have gone through that turn quicker. But thankfully, it's another 3.5 kilometres before we have to worry about turning left again. But I think we might be in a tough spell here. He's in the 4s now. Come on, Passion Prince. Hold on, my friend. But just a few hundred metres, he's right with him again. I'm not sure what's going on here, whose pace is fluctuating massively, but we love the action. Long may it continue. The group ahead have got quite far away now, though. In that 6th kilometre, he has just about held on to exactly what the goal pace was before for a sub 39. So it is going to be a long slog from here as he's thinking about going past Yellow Socrates. But he has probably bagged himself 10 to 15 seconds that he can afford to lose and still go sub 39. At 6.3k, he's using him as a little bit of a windbreak here. Very cheeky from D-Mills. Does feel like this ding-dong battle could go on for quite a while. The pace has dropped quite substantially. You know, they are scraping themselves in the 3s, but if they continue at this pace, they'll be losing 3 or 4 seconds per kilometre, and it will be very, very tight at the end. And Damo is really struggling. Yellow Socrates has seen the person just ahead and decided he wants a piece of that. Very strong running from him, and I assume when he gets there, he will just blast on through, as he's done to D-Mills twice now, and that's exactly what he's done. He has managed to find a few seconds per kilometre in speed, 3:57 now, but that surge was too much for him. But he definitely won't have given up in his quest to beat him, I'm sure. He will at least get some slight consolation from overtaking Orange Foot here as we approach Mount Brighton seafront, the gigantic 5-metre hill that took at least 5 to 10 seconds off most people in this race. How is D-Mills going to fare? The king of hills. Halfway up it now, and we are actually gaining on someone. I have been told by D-Mills that he actually looked up how to run up a hill and was leaning into it and trying to increase his cadence, and boy oh boy was it working. He's going to make his first ever overtake up a hill. That's not quite true, but first ever overtake uphill from D-Mills. What a move, unbelievable, and he hasn't lost too much more time. 2 Yellow Socrates ahead. A cracking bit of racecraft there from D-Mills, but he is just to his left still, that guy. As we reach the flat of the top, hopefully he can finish him off now. 7th kilometre, that's a toughie, a 4 minute and 2 seconds. So that's 7 seconds gone, half of what he had banked. Being overtaken again, this time by Orange Alphas. His heart rate's well in the mid 180s and has been higher. I've seen 187. He's got 3 kilometres left to do what he does best, and that is suffer. We skip to the end of the 8th kilometre, and you will be glad to see that Yellow Socrates is just ahead of us. He's caught him back up, and Orange Alphas is pretty close as well. And in that 8th kilometre, he pumped in a quite filthy 3 minute 50. Heart rate 190. Oh, he wants to beat this guy so badly, I know it. Let's have a little listen in for sounds of passion or death coughs. difficult to hear with the wind lapping around him. I don't think he's quite in the realm of everyone else would be passed out while he's running right now. As Yellow Socrates trying to get past this girl here. It's almost knocking himself out on those bollards. But he does eventually get through. Will D. Meals follow suit quickly? He's trying, but the bollards are also making it difficult as well. Opens up now, and I'm sure he will now try and move through. But the girl's picking her pace up nicely as well. And the bollards have returned, but I think he'll be quite happy going along at 350 per kilometre for now. Seaside Blue looks like he might be pulling up just ahead of him. His race is over, and D-Mills just trying to actually go through past both of them at the moment. Go on, D-Mills, do what he did to you earlier. Assert your authority. Looks like he might just be there on the left still, but maybe he's got that move done. Will we see him again? Oh, there's continuous action in this Brighton 10K for D-Mills. He's looking to his left. You know Yellow Socrates is right there. But Alpha 3 has come through now. And look who's just ahead of us from earlier. It's Blue Kent Top. This is a real treat for lovers of running all over the world. Looks like Alpha 3 is dragging Damo along towards and maybe past Blue Kent Top here. And there he goes. Oh, yes, the Passion Prince is prancing, my friends. Those noises are only going to get worse, and I really want him to try and get to Orange Alphas. Maybe Alpha 3, but just take us along for now, Alpha 3. And the guy wearing all black from earlier. Not sure where he is, but I want his booty. Red Top is no more. The 9th kilometre was a 3-minute 50. He is on to absolutely smash into the 38s. How low can he go? By the sounds of it, 200 heart rate has been breached. He wants a mid-38. If he could get within a minute of me, I did a 37.33 when he hasn't been able to run for most of the summer. Jesus, Joseph and Mary, I don't even want to think about it. Approaching the final turn with 800 meters to go. Make me proud, brother. Oh, for God's sake, Insta360, but it's okay. I've asked AI to simulate the finish. It's just unbelievable footage. The guy in the middle's right foot moves ever so slightly. That's about it, but D-Mills is pumping. He's going through them left, right, and centre. 1 overtake, 2 overtake, 3 overtake. Orange Alphas is gone. Man wearing all black has been thrown into the sea by Damo. All of a sudden, he can see the finish clock. It says 38:20. He dips in, he pumps his legs, and he comes across the finish line. What is the time? Oh, it felt like I was there. That 10th kilometre, a 3 minutes 33. And there we have it, a 38:41. He beats that prediction by over 20 seconds. Did anyone expect any less? Some say he's still overtaking people. And while filming this outro, I've hit 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you so much, everyone. If anyone who's not subbed fancies subbing, please do, but don't worry if not. I will see everyone at the weekend for another park run. It won't be me because I'm working, but D-Mills will be back trying to get maybe mid-18 park run, maybe something a bit quicker than that. I'll see you then.